And the reason why Melly Mel had a problem with it, it was like, he's white. That's the only reason why he's fifth on the top 50 greatest rappers. I'm like, no,
No,
because he can rap his ass off.
he really,
That's
really, really can.
it's
Like, I
like
mean, period. His lyricism, delivery, everything. I mean, he really, really is good. Like,
you
I
really like
don't.
I,
He deserves to be. He deserves to be on the list.
and I was like, five is about right. Like he's in that range, like three, four, five, six, seven. Like once you get past the top two,
Hmm.
then everything else is it's like if you compare the greatest basketball players of all time, it's always three. It's
Yeah.
MJ, Kobe, and LeBron. After
Hmm.
you get past that, it's just all they're all
Yeah.
bunched together. But
Yeah.
Eminem is not the top tier because for me, it's still Rakim is still number one. But anyway, so I was saying at first I started saying it's kind of reverse racism, and then I was like, no, it's not, because black people don't have the power structure in this situation.
Hmm.
And people were like, the power has nothing to do with racism. And I was like, it's kind of literally
It's literally in the
in the
definition.
definition. It
Yeah.
talks about, uh racism towards a marginalized group.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is. And a marginalized, when was the last time in the history of the world has a marginalized group had the power?
Right.
So if you have intellectual thought, then you know what the definition means.
Yes.
No, Melly Mel is being bigoted.
Yes.
Absolutely. If black people held the power in hip hop, then you could say that they were being racist. But guess what? They don't hold the power in hip hop because the majority of record execs are white.
Hmm.
So they don't hold the power. It's kind of like basketball. All the owners, the majority of the owners, are white. They
Hmm.
actually hold the power. The majority of the players are just black. Same
Yeah.
thing in hip hop.
The
So
people who sign the checks are always the one
right.
that are the true power.
So
Like,
Melly Mel was not being racist. He was being bigoted. And
hmm.
anybody who says Eminem is only where he is because he's white is not being racist. They're being bigoted. Please, ladies and gentlemen, pick up a dictionary and read the book.
Yeah,
It's not really that difficult. Like
it's not hard.
those people that argue with me, I have friends in my life and they'll say stuff. Did you hear about this and that? And I was like, where'd you get that from? Oh, I read it in an article. And I was like, did the article say that? Well, that's what the headline said. And I'm like, so you didn't read the article? You're just going off the headline? Yeah, that's what the
Mhm.
headline says. I was like, you're
You
an
gotta
idiot.
read the
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
got you
read
got
the
to you got
article.
to read the article. Like the headlines are always sensationalized to get you to
Yes.
read the article. You
Yeah.
don't base fact off of headlines. Read the
The
articles.
line is literally not judging a book by its cover. Like, I know that means you shouldn't judge someone based on how they look, but it's also you
A book.
a book. Don't just look at the cover. Open the book. Open the damn book. Take a read.
And if these people that are so against African American studies picked up a book and actually read and not gotten excerpts off of Google or what other people say and
Mhm.
read the books, they might learn something. And
Yeah.
they might realize there's no indoctrination, it's a teaching of your country's history.
Right. What exactly do you think? That's the question. What do you think we're indoctrinating them for?
Yeah. Is
What do
it
you think the end result is that you don't want us to teach these courses? What do you think the indoctrination is for? Empathy?
um
Because if what you're trying to avoid is white people being empathetic to the plight of marginalized groups, this then you saying the quiet part out loud.
I think it could be that. I think that's very, I never even thought about that. I think that it could be that. I think it also could be, think about what influences their kids.
Hmm.
We just brought up hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop is not just in the black community.
No.
It dictates youth in America.
Yes. The way that I hear Gen Z speak, like the language that they use, is born 100% out of Black culture and AAVE.
Let's just be clear. Uh, Everything that's ever been popular in this country has been influenced by the Black community. People
Yeah.
think people think rock music was started with white people. Nope,
No.
it was started by Black people.
Hmm.
Country ain't nothing but bluegrass, and that was literally started by Black people in the Appalachians. Like
Hmm.
it is everything that you think of as Americana
Hmm.
was actually borrowed or stolen from Black people. We influence culture.
Not only that, it's how networks get started. You ever notice later
Yes,
networks? They start out with Black content. Fox, the
Fox is the
WB,
Fox started it. WB, UPN.
UPN, CW. They
Well,
all start.
CW was WB and UPN merged together to create
Yes.
CW,
Yes.
but they both started out as Black networks.
Right, with Black programming.
Yes. If you like that clip, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to catch up on all of our latest content. Don't forget to hit the notification button when you do subscribe so you can get updated every time we release content. We release content every day, whether it's an actual show or clips from the shows. So go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. Also, don't forget our Patreon page where you can find our Talking Straight Ish and After Hours Uncensored episodes. That's patreon.com/unsolicited perspectives. But once again, thank you again for listening to Unsolicited Perspectives. I'm your host, Bruce Anthony, and I'm going to catch you next time. I'll holla.